Welcome, chat. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And on this live, we'll be more talking. We'll be talking about ICT concepts, and I think I've mastered it, but I have to go through it from time to time. Let's start straight to the business. With not wasting any more of your time, okay? They said I want to make it more clear to you the ICT concepts, and we're going to be doing it on Euro USD, a Euro USD chart, and the topics that I'm going to be covering is the breaker block, the rejection block, and fair value gaps. That's the will be I'm going to be explaining for you guys. Let me go to a chart. In the 4 hour time frame, or let's use the 15-minute time frame. Let's use the 15-minute time frame for instance. As you can see, a rejection. Let me start with the rejection block. A rejection block is where you wanna see, it's the range which you wanna see price rejecting and fully respecting that zone. For instance, we have something like this. For instance, we have something like this. For instance, we have something like this in it. So what we want to see a rejection block, a candlestick which has wicks on top of the on top of the candlestick, like something like this. Sorry, it's been a very long time since I used trading view on this laptop. So we want to see a rejection block on the for me, I want to see a rejection block formed at this area, so that I know that that area is fully respected and price is gonna reverse from there, right? Let me look for an example to show you in the real market how it is usually done. According to me, if I find something like an order block above the rejection block, for me that's a much more clear one. Like for example, if we look at what happened right here, this is an order block. This is an order block which we had already covered in the previous video. So if you haven't watched that video, particularly for order block, go and watch it. As you can see here, we do have our very clean order block which price respected, and we reacted from that zone. So if you would have entered a trace based from here, haungekosa kitu kidogo, you wouldn't have missed some few pennies. And let me now show you a rejection block which is above the order block. You see, if you just see something like this, know that price is going to respect that area. Okay, if you see something like, even let's use even this one as an example. This was a very clean rejection block, which, call it the way you want to call it, but in this situation is where you only focus on the wicks. If you can see, if you see these wicks and you see the rejection block, when we pull this box. You see what happened? We are particularly respecting that area. We are particularly respecting that area. And as I said, if you see a rejection block near an order block, now we are forming an order block. We are forming an order block at the minute, and we already rejected it. So best for me, I would take this trade. If I was to be trading today, I would have taken this trade because one, we've already reacted to the order block, which we might call it the last demand or the last supply, whichever the name you wanna give it. We have respected this order block, and we have already formed our first lower high. Gang, this is a very clean sign to show you that we are starting to go on the other direction. If that hasn't showed you how a rejection block works, I don't know what will. Because clearly you can just see we are this trend line right here. The moment we break below, we are done. It's done. We're going down bad. A rejection zone. We have this is our resistance. What we are forming now is ascending triangles, which you only see wicks closing, the candlestick closing below the rejection zone, and wicks only being left above. We've already taken liquidity. If these were liquidity here, there were liquidity here, there were liquidity here, there were liquidity here. It has already taken the places of the liquidity. Let's move into a smaller time frame, which is the 15-minute time. Technically, you can see this. When you just see a price breaking above and then the next candle closing below, know that there's not enough buyers in the market, and the only thing you have to do is wait for a very sweet confirmation to enter your positions. So if it was me, I would have taken that trade. Sorry. I would have already taken that trade to a downside. I think now there's more possibilities for the market to reverse than to push higher because we were already in an uptrend. Sorry for the background noises. So yeah, we have already respected that area in it. Is not that I can fast forward, so maybe let's say I wasn't that much. Yo, kelele, Michel. Michel. Hivyo ndo mtakuwa